All right, you guys, this is the Keeping It Raw podcast, and this is Raw Detroit. And we're going to talk about quarterback Brock Purdy because I just want to put my 2 cents on it. Because a lot of teams in the NFL, they don't like to develop quarterbacks. They run away from the challenge of developing young guys. And Brock Purdy has proven to me, I don't know if he's proven to everybody else, but he's proven to me that you can take a quarterback at any time in a draft. You just got to be willing to develop him. Now, he was pretty much selected as given that title, Mr. Relevant. And you know, pretty much when you call Mr. Relevant, you are the last player taken in the draft. So he was the last player taken in the 2022 NFL draft. I watched Purdy play, and the confidence was oozing out of this young fella. The poise in the pocket. I mean, he looked like a veteran quarterback out there. And the 49ers got a good thing on their hands, man. I mean, the jury is still out on what Trey Lance is going to be. He got hurt. So you really can't really say what type of player Trey Lance is going to be because he got hurt. I mean, we pretty much know what Jimmy G can do. He can win some football games for you. And he can even take the team to the postseason. But the jury is going to be out on what type of quarterback Brock Purdy is. And the reason why they kept Brock Purdy over Nate Sudfeld, because they saw something in this kid. And sometimes, you know, other teams don't see what other teams see, or other GMs don't see what other GMs see. But you can never be afraid to develop a quarterback. That is the biggest thing, man. You can never be afraid to develop these guys. And by Purdy being taken as the last quarterback just proves to me that you can take a quarterback at any time. Now, we know that Tom Brady was taken in the 6th round, and we know what type of player Tom Brady is. So I don't know why people think that you always have to draft a quarterback in the 1st round, 2nd round, all the high rounds. You don't have to. If this kid is out there playing with the poise and the confidence, the only thing I can say is that most of these kids are just need the opportunity. When you get your opportunity to play, you make the most of it. And it makes the quarterback thinks. I mean, not the quarterback, but it makes the GM think. It makes the people that select you think like, man, we might be on to something. You never know what type of player you have until they've given the chance or the opportunity to get out there and play and suit up on Sundays. But I'm just watching this quarterback play with the confidence, and I definitely want to see Purdy play again because I want to know if this is for real. The kid was performing well in his first game. First game starting, he was 16 out of 21 for 185 yards. He had 2 passing touchdowns, and he had 1 touchdown on the ground. He is the first starting quarterback starting for his first time to ever beat Tom Brady, starting against Tom Brady and beating him. And they beat the brakes off the Bucs. Purdy was he was the last player taken in the draft. And I'm watching this kid ooze with confidence on the field. But then you have other teams that don't want to develop quarterbacks. The quarterback is the most important position on the team, because if your starting quarterback goes down, just like Trey Lance went down, just like Jimmy Garoppolo went down, you have somebody else that can take over. Now, normally people don't really look at backup quarterbacks like that, but the quarterback position is one of the most important positions on the team, and it can make and break some teams. So you always got to be willing to be able to develop a quarterback. And you can take a quarterback at any given time you desire. Some people just stay away from it, while others take a chance on quarterbacks. To me, I think that it should be 3 quarterbacks on a roster. That's just my opinion. I know most of the time it's like 2. but it should be 3 because if a guy gets hurt, then what? What type of situation will you be in now? And I think this season, I mean, even with the Rams situation, how they're going through all these different quarterbacks as well. Stafford goes down. He has the concussion he's dealing with, but we pretty much know that Stafford has dealt with a lot of injuries in his career. So I can't wait to see, man, if this kid is able to play and go in the next game, what type of poise and confidence will he play in game 2? Because Purdy is proven to me that you can take a quarterback at any time and develop these kids. You have to be able to have the patience and the confidence as a GM to be able to go out and say, hey, we're going to give this kid an opportunity, a shot. Sometimes when you take a quarterback, it lights a fire up under the other quarterback to play well. So I say this to say what I'm saying is that you should be able to develop a quarterback in any given round. Most people say when you take the quarterback in the first round, you're taking your franchise guy. Sometimes, when you have a guy that's a starter that's been playing well, you still need a reliable backup quarterback because at any given time, a player can get hurt. Let's face it, the game of football is a physical game and you can get hit and that hit can ultimately put you down. So you have to be able to trust your instincts on drafting a quarterback that's going to help bolster the team. But my eyes will be on this kid to see what he does in the next couple. If he's starting and Josh Johnson is not out there and he gets an opportunity to play again, I want to really see if this kid got the kahunas, he got the balls to go out there and do it again. Because what I saw from him, the poise and the confidence to play how he played, Brock Purdy played like he was a veteran quarterback. The savviness that he played with, the smoothness that he played with, it was oozing onto the team. I mean, losing Jimmy G, let's face it, Jimmy G has gotten the 49ers to the playoffs and to the Super Bowl before. So we know what type of quarterback Jimmy G is. But for this kid, Purdy, to be able to come in and be able to do the things that he was able to do, man, skies is the limit. So furthermore, it just lets me know that you can take a quarterback at any given time in the draft. You have to be willing to develop a quarterback. You can't run from developing these young guys. And you never know who's on your team. The same thing happened with Tom Brady being selected in the 6th round. Drew Bledsoe eventually goes down and he never gets the starting job back again. Tom Brady made the most of his opportunity. And now we know that Tom Brady is one of the best quarterbacks all time. So you never know what player that you got on your roster. They just need to be given a chance and the opportunity to be able to show their skill set. But I love everything about this kid, his ability to escape out the pocket, his awareness out on the football field. And I just want to see what he does if he has the opportunity to play in the rest of the 49ers games. What would he do for an encore? Because what I saw on the field was a confident young man given the opportunity, given the chance to play. And this is the reason why the San Francisco 49ers let go Nate Sudfeld and they picked up Brock Purdy. There's nothing wrong with developing and maturing a young quarterback. You can't run from the challenge of developing these young guys. They just need a chance. They need an opportunity. And if they make the most of the opportunity, you can really, really say that you did your homework as a GM and you really gave a kid an opportunity that would probably not normally get the opportunity. Because let's face it, we didn't think that Trey Lance was going to get hurt. We didn't think that Jimmy G was going to get hurt. We didn't know those things. But with those guys both hurting themselves, now you know what the 49ers have on their team. They got a young guy that they can develop. And they can possibly do away with the Jimmy G next season. They don't have to keep him. But all right, you guys, this is Keeping It Raw. And this is Raw Detroit. And I'll be back to you guys soon with another video. Just giving you the rawness. I'm out of here. Peace.